Hi, in this tutorial, we're going to go over formulas and percents. So today, you'll learn how to solve a formula for a variable, how to use the percent formula, and how to solve applied problems involving percent change. So solving a formula for a variable means rewriting the formula so that the variable is isolated on one side of the equation. Solving a formula for a variable does not mean to get a numerical value for that variable. So here's how to solve a formula for one of its variables. You're going to use the steps for solving a linear equation, and then you're going to isolate the specified variable on one side of the equation. So let's do an example. Let's solve for t. In the equation, w equals p minus 2t divided by 2. So here we have w equals p minus 2t divided by 2. So the first thing we're going to do is multiply by 2 to both sides of the equation. So we're going to multiply by 2 so that we get 2w equals p minus 2t. So now we can isolate p on the other side of the equation by subtracting p. So now we get 2w minus p equals negative 2t. So now to isolate t, we're going to divide by negative 2 to move negative 2 to the other side of the equation. So we're going to divide by negative 2. So now we get t equals 2w minus p divided by negative 2. So that's our formula. Now, percent is the result of expressing numbers as part of 100, as a part of a 100. So for example, if we have 47 out of 100, that's the same as 47%. So here's how to convert a number in decimal form to a percent. The first thing you're going to do is move the decimal point 2 places to the right, and then you're going to attach a percent sign. So here, for example, we have 47 out of 100, which is the same as 0.47. So what you're going to do is move the decimal 2 places to the right so that you get 47, and then you're going to attach the percent sign. So here's how to convert a number in percent form to a decimal. You're going to move the decimal point 2 places to the left now, and then you're going to drop the percent sign. So here we had 47%, so now you're going to move the decimal point 2 places to the left, 1, 2, you're going to attach the decimal point, you can attach a 0, and then you're going to drop the decimal sign so that you have 0.47, which is the same as 47 out of 100. Now, percents are useful in comparing two numbers. So here's how to compare a number A to a number B using a percent P. So what you're going to do is use the formula A is P percent of B, or A equals P percent times B. So let's do an example. What is 5% of 20? So here we have A equals 5% times 20. So what we're going to do is convert 5% to a decimal form. So we're going to write, we have 5, and then we're going to move 2 places to the left. 1, 2. We're going to attach the decimal sign and whole number. So now we have A equals 0.05 times 20. So A equals 0.05 times 20 is 1. So now we have 1 is 5% of 20. Now 6 is 30% of what? So we have 6 equals 30% times B. So now we're going to write 30% in a decimal format. So we have 6 equals 0.30. We're going to move it 2 decimal places to the left. Put the decimal sign there. Times B. So now we're going to divide both sides by 0.3. So we get 6 divided by 0.3 equals B. Well, 6 divided by 0.3 is, we can do that. Is 20. So 20 equals B. So 6 is 30% of 20. Now 33 is the what percent of 75? So we have 33 equals P% times 75. So now what we're going to do is move 75 to the other side of the equation by dividing by 75. So now we get 33 divided by 75 equals P%. Well, 33 divided by 75 is, I believe it's, you can do that. Times 0. Let's go 75. Times 2. We get 150. We go 75 times 3. 225. 75 times 4. 300. 4. 300. 30 divided by 75. It's another 4. We're going to drop here. So it's 44. So now our answer is 33 is 44% of 75. Now you should be able to solve a formula for a variable. You should be able to use the percent formula, and you should be able to solve applied problems involving percent change. Now go and try and solve problems in the formulas and percent workbook. For more help, sign up for online tutoring. And in the next tutorial, we're going to go over an introduction to problem solving.